not sure why I have to keep saying this, but if you get it in your head to hire a hitman, don't. For so many reasons. One of which is that that hired gun you're spilling your guts to more than likely is a cop, almost guaranteed. That's allegedly why a former Tennessee news anchor named Aaron Solomon is still alive and kicking tonight, and why his ex-wife Angie Solomon is sitting in jail. Police say that Angie had it in for Aaron for a long time and that she told her quote-unquote hitman that her ex-husband's death would open up access to a trust fund for their daughter. But Angie was telling a whole other story to me on this show just a year ago, February, when she appeared live. Back then, she was accusing her ex-husband, Aaron, of a bizarre killing. The couple's own son, who died when his own SUV mysteriously rolled over him. Back in 2020, Angie said that Aaron had something to do with it. He was never charged with anything, but I know it is a lot to take in. Thankfully, reporter Audrey Franklin from our Nashville affiliate, WKRN, has the backstory.
According to Franklin police, Ashleigh Solomon offered an undercover officer money and her car as collateral, giving the officer a list of places Aaron might be in exchange for Aaron Solomon to, quote, disappear and to be put underground. Now Ashleigh is in jail on a $500,000 bond.
That's the question, is who is Aaron Solomon? Who is he really?
Ashleigh spoke with NewsNation 1 year ago, accusing her ex-husband of killing their son Grant in 2020. Grant's death was ruled an accident after he was run over by his own car. The Sumner County DA has said there was no criminal act in Grant's death.
From my personal experiences with my father and witnessing how he treated my brother, it is very reasonable for him to be responsible for the death of my brother.
3 years ago, the Solomon's daughter, Gracie, released a YouTube video accusing her father of sexually abusing her. Aaron Solomon has not been charged with a crime.
We've had a history of domestic violence, our family, the three of us, Grant, Gracie, and I.
News 2 found court documents from 2014, which state Ashleigh Solomon continues to make baseless allegations of abuse against Mr. Solomon, sexually and otherwise. The documents also say a temporary restraining order was placed on Ashleigh, and she was only allowed 6 hours per week to visit with her children. The documents cited Ashleigh's mental health issues several times.
The mental health issues that Angie Solomon's husband used against her when they were fighting in the custody battle, oddly, may now be her best defense in her murder for hire trial. And joining me now is someone who knows a lot about this case. Justin Shepard is a digital journalist who's been following the case from the beginning. You may know his handle, Just in the Nick of Crime. Justin, good to have you. I did not see this twist coming, my friend.
Me either. I was sent the article by about 8 different people, and I was just flabbergasted.
To say the least. The Daily Mail did an interview with Angelina. It's very damning. I mean, the things that they're putting it out now. They didn't put it out before. What's the backstory there?
Well, I haven't seen their particular interview yet, but, you know, back then when she was interviewing with you, Nancy Grace, and everybody who would listen to her, when I was launching my now retired podcast, the second and third episodes were her and Gracie talking about Aaron Solomon, Grant's death, and the accusations that Gracie brought against her own father. And that's kind of the same story that every one of us heard. I would imagine that's what Daily Mail has as well.
They put out a statement, the newspaper, saying the Daily Mail can now reveal that Ashleigh Huffines Solomon, 55, said she wanted her ex, quote, gone, end quote, and that he, quote, didn't deserve to be on this earth, end quote, in an interview in 2023 that we are publishing for the first time. This is like murder for hire is usually a federal crime. So why isn't this one a federal crime?
So I do have a little bit of information that's not quite out there yet, but from what I understand, allegedly, this never took place on the internet. It was never used digitally to find this hitman. It was all done via like a word of mouth thing. So I don't think that we're going to be seeing federal charges. I think it's going to stick to Tennessee and the TBI.
And what about the fact that in Angie and Aaron's custody battle, Aaron accused his wife Angie of having, mental health issues? Is that something that she could now, harness and use in her defense against the murder for hire?
Well, I'm not an attorney, so I'll preface that, but I think that that's going to work out really well in her favor. But at the same time, when you look at like what the Daily Mail said, where she was basically saying what she told this hitman in that affidavit, that's 2 years almost of her. I mean, that's premeditation. That's planning it. That's thinking about it for a long time. So it shows an obsession for sure, maybe a long-term mental illness, but we'll have to see how that plays out. I think that right now that's going to be her best hope.
Man, oh man, what a saga. Like, talk about a Netflix series. Justin Shepard, always good to have you on. Thank you so much for this.
Thanks for watching. Go to joinnn.com to find NewsNation on your screen. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.